The old idea of transforming the far north into a food bowl for Asia has been reignited. It was sparked by the release of large-scale water licences in the Gulf, eagerly snapped up by the pastoral industry. But there are doubts about whether it's enough to kickstart agriculture in an unforgiving climate, or how much of the water will be used for food production. Natural Resources Minister Andrew Cripps joined me earlier today. Minister, thanks for joining us. Do you see this as the start of the Northern Food Bowl?
Well, the announcement this week of the release of a very significant volume of water in the Flinders and Gilbert River catchments is a landmark release. It's the first release of a significant volume of water that will make a real difference in establishing a diversified economy for the north and northwest in this region. For the first time, people will have access to meaningful amounts of water that will allow for the diversification of the industry in that area.
But you only gave out 6 licences when you had many more people who applied, and some were unhappy with that. They thought you should share it around a bit more and it would actually make the industry grow faster.
What we looked for was people to demonstrate in the business plan that they submitted that they were capable of utilising the water when they secured it. They were capable of moving to the next step and moving towards developing and establishing that irrigated agriculture in northwest Queensland.
One of the problems though, one of those 6 AACO has already said they're not even going to start any agricultural production or any investment because they want more in a later release. Have they got you over a barrel here?
Well, it's interesting, you know, we've had some criticism from the big players who did receive water and some criticism from smaller operators who didn't receive water. That would indicate to me that we probably got the balance right.
But they're not even going to start any kind of
Well, I think that they will, because they've made a significant investment in securing this water resource.
You think they're playing games with you here?
Well, I'm not sure that they're playing games. They're expressing their desire for more water to be made available. But what I'm determined to do is, as I gave a commitment when I released this initial allocation of water last year in July, that if we had a strong response from this initial release, that I would go back into the water resource plan well ahead of the review of the plan that's currently scheduled for 2017. I'd go back in early and I would try and identify additional water to be made available on a sustainable basis.
Now, one of the crops that are being grown isn't even food. It's cotton is what AACO is looking to grow here. It's a far cry from a food bowl, isn't it?
Well, not at all. I think that there's great opportunities for cropping, for food. I think that there's opportunities for the growth of cotton, for fibre, which is a major industry in Queensland. I think that there's also opportunities for the growing fodder crops to make sure that the existing grazing operations in north and northwest Queensland are more sustainable in the long term. I'm certain that during the current dry conditions being experienced, that landowners in north and northwest Queensland would have liked access to fodder crops being grown at the moment, and those are opportunities that will present themselves to these landowners now that they've secured these water entitlements, and I very much look forward to there being a broad range of cropping opportunities and production opportunities in this region.
A lot of these ideas were foreshadowed in the Gulf Water Resource Plan of a couple of years ago. It's hinting and it says that there are 2 other rivers that would be benefited by, the industry would be benefited by opening up, and that was the Nicholson and the Lower Leichhardt. When you make a decision on further water allocations later this year, are they the 2 that you're going to open up?
Now, we'll be looking at opening up the Gulf Water Resource Plan, and we'll be focusing on the Gilbert and Flinders rivers at this point in time. It's a detailed process. It involves consultation with interested parties, and the department's ready to go as far as that's concerned.
Okay, Minister, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.